Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. So Harry Maguire has been stripped of the captaincy at Manchester United. This is official. Harry Maguire has released a statement saying after discussions with Eric Ten Hag has communicated to him that he will no longer be Manchester United captain. And surely this means Harry Maguire will leave Manchester United this summer. It's the biggest, loudest message Eric Ten Hag could send to the now former Manchester United captain that he doesn't really want him around in his team. After talk that Harry Maguire wanted to stick it out at Manchester United, following some rumours that West Ham were interested in splashing their Declan Rice transfer fee on Harry Maguire, not all of it, unfortunately for Manchester United, but they were interested in spending some money on Harry Maguire. We heard that although, he's kind of resigned to the fact that he won't be a Manchester United player for much longer, he did want to stick it around and fight for his place. But after this, will that change things? And will that see an escalation of Harry Maguire leaving Manchester United? We'll get stuck into all of this and, of course, debate who's going to be the next Manchester United manager. I assume the manager has decided, and correctly decided, to tout Harry Maguire before he informs anybody else on who the next manager, captain is. So we're going to get stuck into that statement from Harry Maguire and react to the decision and, of course, debate and give opinions on who should be next. But before I do that, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, liking, commenting, sharing, all that stuff. Earlier on today, we did a video on the latest Andre Onana news, and you can go and check that out on the channel once we are finished here. And as I've said before, we're gearing up for pre-season now. I head out to New York on Tuesday. Cannot wait for all of that. Plenty of games coming up in the US, which I'm excited to be attending as well. So make sure you're keeping it locked by subscribing to this channel and Stretford Paddock. We've got a few interesting events going on out in the States as well, which I'm sure if you're out there and you're heading out to any of the games, you'll be interested in. So let's get stuck into this statement from Harry Maguire. It says, after discussions with the manager today, he has informed me he is changing captain. He outlined his reasons to me, and whilst I'm personally extremely disappointed, I will continue to give my all every time I wear the shirt. So I wanted to say a massive thank you to the Manchester United fans for all their brilliant support whilst I've been wearing the armband. Since the day I took on the role 3.5 years ago, it's been a huge privilege to lead Manchester United and one of the proudest moments of my career to date. It's one of the greatest honours in club football. I've done everything I possibly could to help United be successful on and off the field. I will always be grateful to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for first giving me the responsibility, and I wish whoever now takes it on every success, and they will have my full support, along with a picture of him lifting that Carabao Cup and leading Manchester United out at Old Trafford. Obviously, Harry Maguire, it hasn't been a successful period for him, although he has lifted a trophy, and I'm sure he would have dreamt of that when joining Manchester United. But in the cold light of day, the simple fact is Eric Ten Hag has made the correct decision, and he's made an early decision, and he's made the right decision. We've seen over, the time since Ten Hag's been here, he's had to make some critical decisions in regards to Manchester United and where we're going. Cristiano Ronaldo was one. Playing Harry Maguire was another one. David De Gea leaving on a free after being offered a contract. Ten Hag says no. De Gea's gone. We've now got Andre Onana on the way. He's made another one here, which I think is for the benefit of the club going forward. We've seen over the last couple of, year and a half, I think there's been times where Maguire's been decent for Manchester United. But in the main, we've seen that he's not good enough, especially to play the way Eric Ten Hag wants to play. He's on big wages at Manchester United. He took a big fee as well for him to join the club. And upon joining the club, you'd have expected a lot more from him. Simple facts. And now he's deemed surplus to requirement almost. He's behind Varane, behind Martinez, behind Lindelof, behind Luke Shaw playing out a position at centre-back. And it's clear the best thing for him and for Manchester United are for both to part ways. And the best thing for Manchester United is to have a captain that we can rely upon in both performances and being someone that will play regularly. Now, of course, sometimes your captain's not someone that will play every single game, but in the main, they are. And we'll probably look towards someone like Bruno Fernandes or Casemiro going forward. But it had to be made. And I think what this decision also does is as well, it nips in the bud any of that chat that Harry Maguire was maybe having. And I think a lot of it, to be fair, is down to the fact that he'll want a payout from United if he's not getting the same wages, at another club, which again is understandable. It's his right. United gave him that contract. They have to honour it or give him compensation if they don't. All right, fair enough. We might not be happy about that as fans, but it's his right. But it nips in the bud any of that I want to stick around and play kind of stuff. Ten Hag will say in public, and I'm sure the next time he's asked questions by the press, he'll say, Harry Maguire's still a part of the squad. But the message is clear. You're not first, second, third, fourth choice centre-back. Ten Hag wants to sell him, bring in funds to maybe buy another centre-back so we don't have to rely on Luke Shaw there. And he's making that message clear so that maybe Harry Maguire isn't looking to drag his heels. Maybe Harry Maguire is seeing, and it's quite clear, you're no longer Manchester United captain. It's clear the manager's not selecting you. So the only reason, the only reason for you to stay is money. If someone else isn't paying you as. You want to play for England. He talks about England a lot. He's been quite successful for England and Southgate. He's not going to get selected. Well, then again, Southgate will pick him. Sean will pick him anytime. But he's not going to get selected if you're not playing regularly. Or even, every now and then, which he probably won't be unless there's massive injuries. So the message from the manager is quite clear. It's time for Harry Maguire to go. And I think he's done that, shown that with his decision to strip Maguire of the captaincy. So an interesting decision. I didn't expect it to come at this time. I'm glad it has come. I was discussing it earlier and on the video, what's going to happen with Maguire. I think it's time for him to accept that he's going to leave Manchester United. And now it does look like the manager's making that clear. Who will be next? I would edge towards a Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro type figure. I think, Marcus Rashford might even come into the equation, but maybe not. Bruno Fernandes or Casemiro for me. I know in the past I've said Bruno Fernandes at times loses his head a little bit too much and goes mental, but we had a captain in Roy Keane who did that at times as well when things weren't up to standard. I think, Bruno Fernandes is someone that's consistently available, consistently puts in a performance, works hard on and off the ball, he's grown closer to the manager. Maybe he's the right man to give the captaincy to. Maybe it is Casemiro. Lisandro Martinez is an option. But you got to remember as well, a lot of these things the captain will have to do on and off the pitch, like, in terms of just dealing with players' families and tickets and all these weird things that we don't even acknowledge as fans. They'll have to deal with all those things as well. So for that reason, I'll probably edge towards Bruno Fernandes, who's been at the club a little bit longer. Obviously, David De Gea is no longer here. He was often someone that was discussed as being a captain when Harry Maguire wasn't being selected. So probably Bruno Fernandes. Could be Casemiro. Outside bet Rashford. Let us know who you're thinking in the comments below. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing. And what are your thoughts on this decision to strip Harry Maguire of the captaincy? In my opinion, it's the correct one. See you in a bit.